everyone. Today I'm making a video for you that I've been wanting to make for a very long time, but there were a lot of problems initially. It's a collection video, and I had lost the collection actually for a very long time. I couldn't find it, but I knew I wanted to locate it so that I could make a video for you. And I found it about a week ago. I was in the basement of my house, and lo and behold, it was at the bottom of an old toy box. So I've been trying to film the video, and every time I film it, something goes wrong. So let's hope today is the stars are aligning and I can finally make a decent version of this. Okay, so for the collection, as you might have guessed, it is a toy collection of sorts, given that I found it in a toy box. It's in terrible condition. I will let you know that right away. What it is it's my old Star Wars toys collection, and it was very, very beloved to me as a child, so these toys received a lot of playtime, and a lot of hard love, so the condition is not so great, but nonetheless I want to share it anyway because I love Star Wars, and I love the 3.75-inch figurines that no doubt you've seen before. So I'm going to share my small collection of figurines with you, and I actually found a bunch of other Star Wars merchandise in the bag with them, so maybe I'll show you some of that stuff too. Actually, I found, there goes something. I found the Naboo fighter. That's what gave it away. This was poking out of the toy box, the tail. And I was like, there it is. So, it's very bent and broken. R2 is still in the pod up at the top, so that's good. He hasn't been lost. It doesn't make sounds anymore. At one point you could press some buttons right here behind R2, and it would make cool laser sounds, but I'm assuming the batteries are quite old, so they don't work anymore. And even if I changed the batteries, I bet it would still be not in the best working order. So here's the Naboo fighter, and it came with a little figurine, Anakin. I think it came with a figurine, or maybe I bought this separately, I don't know, but there's actually no. Anakin came with his pod racer, which I have, but it's so broken it's not even worth looking at. But he fits in the Naboo fighter too. He's just wearing his pod racing clothes. So there's Anakin seated in there. Yeah, he definitely came with the pod racer because he's too small for this toy. He kind of falls out easily. Another toy that's in sad condition is my Jar Jar Binks figurine. He doesn't even have ears anymore. Poor Jar Jar, who knows how that happened. He comes with this little staff thing, which has those blue energy balls that the Gungan army fights with in the battle on Naboo. So there he is, and he also came with his noble steed, I guess, who doesn't have a foot. He's missing his left leg. And then if you press his little pack on the back, it makes it look like he's walking. So there's Jar Jar. Who else do I have? I have Obi-Wan Kenobi when he's still in his Padawan training outfit. he came with a lightsaber, which is long gone, and he also has a stand, and the stand is a microchip. And when the first movie came out, at one point in the movie, Qui-Gon, when he's on Tatooine, is talking into this contact device, I guess some sort of walkie-talkie. So I had a replica of it, and if you put these little microchip things, I don't know what the official term for them was or is, if you put them over top of the contact, it would speak, so you could hear lines from the movie that the particular character said. So you could stand Obi-Wan up there, and then he'd be like, I don't know, I don't remember any of the lines that would play. Although I do remember, I have Palpatine, yeah, here's Palpatine, and for some reason all of his quotes stand out really clearly to me. Like, I can still remember what he would say when you placed him on the contact. And they were weird quotes too, like, just like, the Senate is filled with squabbling delegates or something like that. Greedy squabbling delegates, that's the line. I don't know why I remember that, and a bunch of other ones. Palpatine's not in bad condition. He's pretty complete. He's supposed to be pointing a finger, but the finger has broken off, which I don't know if you'll be able to see that, because it sort of just looks like he has a fist, but it was supposed to be a pointing finger, like, no, Padme, no. Yeah. Oh, he came with, when he's in the Senate, there's that little, like, thing that circles around him, which I guess is supposed to be a camera, and he came with that, but I've lost it. Pretty much all of these are missing their accessories. I have Old Man Kenobi, so there's Obi-Wan or Ben from A New Hope, San's lightsaber, but he has his cloak, which I don't think, sometimes they have removable clothes. Yeah, this looks like you can remove it and take it off if you want to, which I'm not going to because then it might get lost, but there's Obi-Wan. So I have two versions of him. I'm missing the cool long hair Obi-Wan from the third movie, but you know, what can you do? You know, I have Qui-Gon in here somewhere. Where is Qui-Gon? Here he is. So there's Qui-Gon Jinn. He's not doing too bad. I think he's kind of balding up at the top of his head. His hairline's starting to fade for some reason. So, kind of funny. And he has his little contact device too, which of course doubles as a stand. I always found it kind of hard though to get them to stay on their stands. There we go. Here's Qui-Gon. A lot of these figurines are from the first movie, The Phantom Menace, because I guess that was the time period which I was most interested in toys, so. Here's Darth Sidious. He has no arms. Look at this, he just has stumps. I think my brother Adam broke them off when we were playing with them. We used to play with these toys so much, so yeah. I guess I could glue them back on, but I don't know where they are. But yes, there's he just looks so sad. I have R2-D2. And he came with a stand as well, which is like really hard to get him to stay on. Okay, there we go. Which is weird that he came with one of these things that play quotes from the movie, because R2 can't talk, so it was just like you put the little thing on and it would just beep at you, which is sort of disappointing in my opinion. I feel like that should have been reserved for speaking characters, but nonetheless, there he is. I was never lucky enough to receive a C-3PO, so he doesn't have a companion. I do have another droid though. This is, I think his name is I-88, and he's the, is it I-88? It might not, it might be something else. You can tell me in the comments below. But he's the medical droid who repairs Luke in Empire Strikes Back when he's sort of in that medical facility. So there's I-88, closest thing I have to a C-3PO or 4R2. Here's Chewbacca. I'm not sure what film this Chewbacca was taken from. It might just be A New Hope, I don't know. I think he might have come with a crossbow, but it's no longer in my possession. I have Return of the Jedi Darth Vader, and if you can tell, he has like this weird transparent helmet that has little blue lightning bolts coming through it. So I think it was specifically meant to look like when he is being electrocuted by Darth Sidious, which is sort of odd. I don't know why they wouldn't just make a regular Darth Vader toy. I don't know what child's like, I specifically want to play with Vader while he's being electrocuted. Seems a little weird to me, but that was the Darth Vader that ended up in my collection. I was just a kid while I was putting this collection together, so I just relied on receiving these as gifts and that sort of thing, so I didn't really have control over what version people gave me. I was just happy to have a Vader. But looking back on it, it is a little weird. My most beloved action figures were, of course, the girls. If any girl who was in Star Wars was just like an idol to me when I was younger. I thought they were all so cool. I tried to track them all down, but it was difficult. Again, as a kid, I didn't really have a lot of money to spend, so I managed to get my favorite version of Princess Leia, which is when she's in her ceremonial robes from A New Hope. She came with even the medal that she puts around Luke and Han's necks. And why didn't Chewie get a medal? That always bothered me. Like, he was just as important as they were. He did everything they did. How come she doesn't give him a medal? Anyway, so there's Leia. You can take off her coat too, or her shawl, whatever, cape. And she also came with this weird character flashback photo thing. So it has Padme on it, and then if you push the little lever, it changes to a picture of Leia. Leia, Padme. It's kind of a stupid toy, but that was her fun accessory, because a lot of these action figures come with some sort of bonus when you buy them. Here's Padme. Definitely not my favorite outfit for her, but I felt like this rendition of her had the cutest face up, so there she is in her disguise as a handmaiden on Tatooine. And she also came with one of those contact things, and I don't remember any of her lines, which is weird considering she's my favorite character. She also came with in the Phantom Menace, her and Shmi, Anakin's mom, when they're watching the pod race, they have this like little iPad looking thing that they're watching it with, so she came with this iPad sort of device to watch Anakin with. It's gone, but that's what she came with. And I have Sabe as well, who is her decoy, who is played by Keira Knightley in the movies. Keira Knightley and Natalie Portman look so similar. I can't get over it. I feel like they're sisters and they don't know it. But they played sort of twins in Phantom Menace, so she would pretend to be the queen when Padme pretended to be her handmaiden. So this is her in her gear that she wears when they go to visit the Gungans, and she came with a blaster as well. So that's why her hands are sort of in that position, like she's holding a gun. I always wanted a Zam Wessel figure too. She's the bounty hunter from Attack of the Clones, but I was never able to find one in stores. If I looked on eBay now, I could probably find one. Although I don't know if I really want to continue on with this. Actually, I definitely want a Rey toy. If I see a 3.75-inch figurine of Rey, I will buy it. I wouldn't mind adding that to this collection. But other than that, I don't know if I would bother continuing with it. If these figurines were in better condition and worth expanding the lot, then I would, but they're just so hacked looking. Some of the other stuff I found in the bag with them were some writing utensils in the shape of lightsabers. This one is a pen, and this is an unused pencil. And it came with a Anakin Skywalker pod racing eraser topper thing, so I guess you just stick it, yeah, like on, ta-da. And what else is in it? Oh, I had these film action containers. That's what it says on them. I think they had candy in them at one point. So there's one for Darth Maul and one for Jar Jar Binks. And it has like a little lenticular film image, so you move it from side to side and it looks like it's moving. And then inside these containers I found character cards for Darth Vader, and it opens up and tells you all this stuff about the technology he uses, his friends, his enemies, his vital stats, that sort of stuff. And there was one for Sabe as well. And the weird thing is, under allies, it lists Captain Panaka, Rick Olay, Jar Jar Binks, Anakin Skywalker, but it doesn't say Padme. Isn't Padme like her best friend? Or can you not be best friends with your boss? I don't know. I always thought that was weird. Then there were a bunch of these really strange Star Wars face Rubik's Cubes that I think you can get in cereal boxes, or you could at the time of when the movies were coming out. So this one has a clone trooper on one side and Jango Fett on the other, and you can twist it around and sort of mix it up like a Rubik's Cube. But once you start twisting them, it's so hard to get them back in the correct order. Like, I have R2-D2 and C-3PO on this one here. And then I have another one that I thought, oh, I'll try and solve it. And I managed to fix R2, but C-3PO looks like this. And I have no idea how to get him back in order. I've never been great with Rubik's Cubes though, to start with. Like, this side of his face is fine, and I just don't know how to fix this side, but alas. This one was Anakin on one side and Vader on the other. It remains unsolved. This one's been solved. This is Darth Sidious and I think Count Dooku, although the likeness is pretty poor. But I can't think of anyone else who would be on the other side, so I'm going to say it's Count Dooku. And then I have this really big one of Darth Sidious. No, Darth Maul, sorry. That is definitely not Darth Sidious. On the other side is it's just blank, it's his hood, but these two pieces are in the wrong order. And I also found this sick Obi-Wan Kenobi watch, which I'll definitely be wearing from now on. Yeah, so that's my old Star Wars collection. I wish I still had the Comtech player. I'm sure it's around somewhere in my basement, but you know, if you can see the image on the back, that's what it used to look like. But yeah, I would love to hear all the different lines and funny sayings that you could play with it. Plus, I think it had an option where you could record your own sayings, so I want to know what I left on there. But I don't know where it is, and even if I found it, who knows if it would be working. So, yeah, that's my Star Wars collection. Like I said, I will hopefully be able to find a Rey toy. I did look on like Toys R Us and Walmart's websites, and she's always sold out, from what I gather. there is one version of her where she comes with her speeder, but she also has her mask on, and by the looks of things, it's not removable. And if I get a little figurine of Rey, I would like to be able to see her face, so the hunt continues. And I suppose if I ever found Zam Wesell, that would be great too. Or any other female characters from Star Wars, because I always love supporting girl power. Yeah, so that's the collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got that fun sense of nostalgia that I certainly felt when I came across this. Let me know if there's any videos you'd like me to make for you, because I can definitely do that. I have received some requests for another match lighting video, which I might do. I don't know, I need to get some new candles though, because I only have the same candles that I had from last time, so it won't be very interesting if I just show the same stuff again. So I'm on the lookout for candles so that I can maybe make a new video like that. And somebody requested a library video too, but I've been having trouble filming it. It just never comes out right, so maybe one day I'll get the hang of it. Anyway, let me know if you have any other interesting requests. Maybe I can make them. If not, just give me your feedback. Let me know who your favorite Star Wars character is. Doesn't matter to me. Thank you so much for watching and for subscribing. It always floors me in a really wonderful way that people enjoy watching these videos, so thank you. Yeah, I think that's it for today. Take care, everyone.